Now then, welcome back to Budget Bangers. As you can see, I've got a gap where a Corsa used to live, but I think I may have struck gold on its part exchange, which we will bang in here now. Like magic. Well, at least I hope that's how it came across. It's either it was going to look ridiculous. You're probably thinking, how have you struck gold with this? And it's quite simple, and we're going to figure it out. Now, it just looks like a Nissan vanette, or vanette, or however you want to pronounce it, which essentially it is. Bit of a minibus situation going on. I'm not too sure. Story behind this: the lovely gentleman who came and bought the Corsa, bought this van only 6 weeks ago. Got it home. He was over the moon with it, and his family said, "Look, you cannot keep that. You can't go up the lakes and things like that in that, because something will happen to you. You get lost." He was 80-odd-year-old, I think. You know, driving to the shop or to see family was his limit, really. Which is a shame, but it happens to the best of us. But he came to have a look at the Corsa because he was told that he can't keep this. It's not safe. He'll end up lost in the Lake District and things like that. So it's a shame, but that's the way life goes. So he came to look at the Corsa and said he wanted it for his great grandson because he's got a little 50cc scooter. He's just had a mind of bumping it, and they want to get him off that and into a car, and he's not far off turning 17. So they want that for his first car, which, you know, if you're going to turn a bad situation into a good one, and that's how you do it. I wasn't keen on the deal at the time because, as you'll probably find out as to why this is worth good money. But he said to me, "I'll give you my van and £500 for your cost." Now the cost was up to £1,500, so I gave £1,000 for this. Essentially, but we'll have a little look around and we'll see what the crack is. Now, it's a tiny old van. I don't think it's had a hard life. I dare say it might not have done a day's work in its life. But you have the odd little marks. There's a little dinghy, which isn't the end of the world. It needs a good wash because we've got moss build up on the front and things like that. It's a 2004 vanette, as I said, or a vanette, or whatever you want to call it, with 49,000 miles on it. Inside is like brand new. And I mean, the only issue foremost that I have straight off the bat is the speedo doesn't work. But I've checked the MOT history and it's recently stopped working. So I dare say them miles are very accurate. They're obviously not perfect, but they're very accurate. This thing has only been doing 100 or so miles a year. I don't think it's done anything. So interior, lovely, nice, cleans like brand new. These seats, you know, you got a little bit of a saggy bolster here, but that's basically just people dragging themselves in and out, kills the bolsters. But all in all, really clean, really happy. It's nothing special, you know. You got your Go Fit windows, aftermarket stereo with auxiliary inputs, probably is the flashiest you get. It drives mint. I was quite worried when I picked it up because I thought, you know, this thing's going to drive like a dog, but it does not in the slightest. Now, he did say that it had 4 tyres put on it. How recent, I do not know. See if I can see the dot number anywhere. Can't see it anywhere. Can't see it anywhere on that one, but he said it had 4 tyres on at some point in its life. It has a bit of a, this is supposed to be a non-colour coded bumper, and I think it's the same with the front as well. So it had a bit of an iffy paint job, as you can see. But I think I could probably see about doing something with that. A little bit of rust here and there around the arches, but you could tidy that up. It was advised about corrosion on sills and things like that, but it's an old van. The sticker gives it away as to why it's worth good money. And we have a little poke in the back here. And that is why it is worth good money. Because it's a camper van, which to those in the know will know camper vans are worth silly amounts of money. I dare say this thing could be worth £2,500, £3,000. A mate of mine got in touch who seems like he has a little bit of interest. He says he wants to do a van conversion at some point in his life. Says this could be worth £4,000. £4,000. I don't know whether it's because I am not a camper man. I don't see it. I don't see the three. But I do know there has been plenty of occasions, being in the motor trade, I've seen vans that should be scrapped. They're worth a silly amount of money just because they're a camper. Now in here, I mean, like I dare say, what more do you need? It's got everything you need. We've got a little cooker down here, which I'll show you. We've got these here which you can put across for your bed. But if we go under here, got yourself a little sink with running water. Needs a good clean, don't get me wrong. And what have we got under here? Oh yeah, we've got a little cubby hole, these shampoo, where you can keep your shampoo. I'll give all this a clean out. Your little water bottle. You've even got 240 volt fuse box there and things like that. But yeah, and then if I switch myself over, we've got more under here, which I'll try and show you without butchering the video too much. Oops. So we've got a little thing here, it's got a gas bottle in it. Other assorted bits and pieces I need to go through. Probably looks like we've got some barbecuing tools and things like that. And then under here, oh, we've got a little space heater. Oh, that's canny. And I don't know what's in these little boxes here, whether I can imagine some sort of cooking equipment. Oh, we've got a little hob and things like that. A little spare hob. And we've got a little cubby hole keeping bits in. I do apologise, this is a little awkward with one hand. I don't know whether, oh, we've got more hidey holes under there. Got some nice curtains, things like that. We've got some blinds. I dare say it's nice in here. A little light. It's a bit dim. I don't know whether that works off a leisure battery or whether it just takes batteries in it. It looks like it's just screwed into the roof. What a pleasant little place to be. Now I know people who do camping in these sorts of vans. Generally speaking, they're not bothered about TVs, things like that. They just want the simplicity of life. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mountain on the wall there. I don't know whether that's for something. Maybe put something in there, maybe just put the space heater or something in there. I do not know. But what a little place to be. Personally, if I was to do the conversion on the van, and maybe would have had a little unit for the sink and things like that over here. Maybe just had the bed here. It's not a wide van. No, I can sit. I'll try to do this without mucking. I can sit with my back up against it, and there's not a lot of leg room. But what a canny little van. I wish it was summer, because I dare say in the summer this thing would sell. I'd be fighting people off for it. So yeah, hopefully it sells quite quick, because we can't be keeping things around. I'll probably look into getting it MOT. This is the cooker before I shut it all up. I'll show you the cooker. This is like brand new. Look at that. You see where it's been getting hot, so it's being used, but I wouldn't say it's being used a lot. There is some seat covers in there. I think they might be for the front seats as well. But yeah, a bit of tidying up, a bit of TLC. Maybe give these a paint once it's all been cleaned. Maybe he's looking into painting that back bumper. I'm a bit hesitant, because obviously it's an old van, so this paint's not as it was. Yeah, but yeah, it's a cracking old van. Oh, yep. That would have been a good viewing for YouTube. Got your side door. It's got what you need. I'm very curious as to what is behind door number 3. I'll just chuck that in the back there, and we'll have a little... Oh well, what's this? Yeah, it looks like there's some sort of fabric going on here. Not too sure what the crack is with it. It looks good. Looks like your sort of seaside sort of setup. The one thing I am definitely going to do is we've got like this felt fleecy sort of material over the seats. But if you look underneath, there is some lovely fabric, which if I take all this off and just leave that, give it a bit of a spruce up, I dare say that will brighten the whole back of this up, and it'll go nicely with this this grey material that's on it. And there's some snazzy curtains, and they need I might have to go and see my mother and see if she can trim them down a bit and get it looking nice. But they are there's some decent curtains then. I don't have curtains like that in my house. Bit enthusiastic while I open the door there. We do have a headlight for it. The one that is on it, it's lost all the chromey reflector stuff inside the headlight, so if I get it MOT, it'll probably... It's still got MOT till January, I'm going to say. Yeah, I dare say you got a nice little lip on here. Get yourself a little awning, I think they're called, the things that come out. So you got a bit of an outside sitting area. You could do something with that. I might actually potentially look into doing that, as long as it's not too expensive, because camping stuff's ridiculous. I thought about the cabinet idea for the inside, and I looked into it. You could buy these things ready-made, because I'm not a sort of man who could build one. Unfortunately, I could build one, but it'll look ridiculous. build one, but look at it, so I was escaping from the bin wagon. It look a bit ridiculous, but if that was something the person who bought it thought they might need, to get yourself a little cupboard and things like that, but it's got everything in the back. Give it a start up. There's no doubt. Start on the button. No, gave it a dose of glow plugs there, but I'll be honest with you, doesn't really need them. It's even got a good amount of diesel in it as well, which is good. A little bit of a whistle when you rev it, so I might look into that. I don't know what these things are like. I don't know anything about them. Now these, horn works, these vans are rare in themselves. I have had a look online. I cannot find for the life of me another one that has been converted into a camper van. There's plenty of these vans about, and they're probably worth £1,000 to £1,500, possibly more with the sort of mileage that's on it. So if it was just a van, I'd still do alright. But as a camper, there isn't one out there that I can find. There's an older shaped version of them, which there's plenty of, but cannot find anything. Cannot find anything at all. Yeah, but I dare say this thing is going to clean up lovely. A good wash will probably help it out most of all, especially with that paint. And I'll get my trolley jack out, see whether it's going to want much for its MOT. I think it might want brakes because there's a little bit of judder, but that's just from sitting. I don't know whether we can save them or whether we can just put some new distant pads on it. Who knows? But I'm happy. There's some money to be made here. How easy it sells is the issue. This thing could either, I could put it up for sale and it'll be gone, absolute no bother whatsoever, or it could sit here until it gets close to summer, which is when people start thinking about it. In theory, this sort of car, it's not desirable, try and say that, in the winter, but if you're looking to buy one, I dare say now's the time to do it, because the values drop a bit. That's a theory. Whether it works out like that is a different matter. But I'm over the moon. So yeah, jump in the comments if you know things about campers. Let me know. What's this worth? Am I being realistic? I'm thinking full year's MOT, a 3-month warranty, 2,995. Could it be worth £4,000 in the summer? Who knows? There's nothing out there to compare it against. But if you know stuff about campers, please get in the comments, let me know, because I don't have a clue. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.